This conference was made possible by a community that was built from the ground up right here in Sri Lanka. To welcome you all and to tell you the story of how we got here, I'd like to invite to the stage the founder of Levelstair, who's none other than Mr. Tharindu D.
Give it up for the founder of Levelstair, Mr. Tharindu D, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. Sponsors, partners, speakers, dear delegates. We encompasses the most vital creative hub, the most energetic and most bizarre creative hub in Sri Lanka in the creative tech industry. And it is my pleasure to welcome every one of you to the inaugural conference of Sri Lanka's first Game Developers Conference. With that, I'd like to say a bit about my background as well as our community. So I'm Tharindu Munasinghe, and I'm the founder of Levelstair Community and the director of Levelstair Studios. And I'm finally undergraduate at University of Colombo School of Computing, studying computer science. So before we talk about Levelstair, the significance of LKGDC is that this is the first structured game developers focused conference tied together with an esport tournament as well as EXE Game Jam, which is a hackathon focused on creating and developing video games. And today is special because we have 6 leading companies, seven leading companies talking about games, XR and AI native tech, which is clearly focused on game and game related technologies. And we have 5 keynotes, 3 encompassing game development and 2 towards XR, as most commonly known as AR and VR sites. And the most important aspect of this conference especially is that the IGDA Foundation has officially recognized this event and became our global community outreach partner, so which is the International Game Developers Association's foundation. So about Levelstair, so we started off with 2024 August with a simple WhatsApp group with 30 people. And thereon, I had to grind for a couple of conversations. So to keep a community live, we have to keep grinding conversations. Just like Reddit started with just their founders chatting in the Reddit subreddits. So we also did that in our very early days. And thereon, we started emerging different creative sides of the most iconic one is that every one of us at the stage loved Dungeons and Dragons. And luckily, we had our special Dungeons and Dragons master with us. And he's a very great speaker as well. So we were able to liven up the community by organizing different events. So fast forwarding to 2025, we were invited by multiple organizations to different events. And fast forwarding to now, here we are at the Lanka's first Game Developer Focus Conference. So as you can see, this is the very first physical meetup with just 4 developers. And our community is now well over 1,000 interested members encompassing all our social groups, including Facebook, subreddit, WhatsApp and Discord. And once a month, we are organizing a game jam focusing on sharpening your skills or anyone that is aspiring for game development to start off. So we call it level 0 as the starting point or the launch point. And last year, 2025, we did Sri Lanka's first all-island game development competition with 300 registrations. And we are moving on to 50 game projects. And finally, 30 playable games from Sri Lankan school level students as well as university students. So it was sponsored by none other than Lenovo and Laptop LK, and it was also supported by Sri Lankan government, none other than. So every one of the certificates, there was the national emblem as well as the signatures. Now we also do now the conference as well as an esport tournament, and we sometimes do Dungeons and Dragons, different campaigns, sometimes on WhatsApp, sometimes on Google Meet, sometimes physically. So these are our level 0 jam competitions. So this is the 5th version, where people have submitted games. I think 2 of the developers are here as well. 3. Yes. So this one's topic was size doesn't matter. And the funny thing about this game, the game jam followed by it, is that this is the February edition of Level 0 2026. So when we talk about February, the most iconic thing is that we think about Valentine's. Right? So our team we wanted something Valentine focused. So we did all the posts, red hearts, dark theme post and everything. But these are the games we do. First one, so the beautiful part here is that none of them is Valentine related at all. So is that one of them mail jam, which is you have to find the clues of the game where you have to match the correct recipient as well as their letter. The next one is to play a game where both player has to be coordinated to complete the game. And the final one, it is I really like its art style, and that is about a detective game where you have to find clues. The topic of the submission is connections. We wanted to make the Valentine related connection, but everything is the different meanings of what they are understood from the word. And these are photos from our community meetups. And this is our very first level up 2024 at Mogo Studios. So we had a game station as well as intro to game development phase session. And then we were at Disrupt Asia 2025. Then we moved to Creative Sri Lanka. We had the Dungeons and Dragons session, and we played Scrabble. We all have you heard about the game, a card game? I think all Sri Lankans familiar with Omi, but have you tried different aspects of card games? So one card game was there called The War, and in that case, what we played was not from the typical deck of cards, but Scrum cards. These are only used in agile Scrum meetings. So the values of the cards were around 0, 1, half, infinity, like that. But what the twist is, as being on a creative industry, we altered some couple of rules of the game to with inspiration from Uno. So we also do community sessions, school seminars. So I personally have done over 5 school seminars in multiple schools, multiple grades. So there's no age limit on starting onto game development, and it's one of the best excuses to keep playing games as well. And we also started game development chapters in Sri Lanka, so we are not stopping anytime soon. So this is the very first Sri Lanka's game development focused school club at GB Senanayaka College, and this is the EXE competition, school level and university level competition. So we had multiple studios and developers targeting on informing our participant like how to start making development, how to earn money from it, and how to start, what is a game design document and how to use such document to creating your game, how to manage your time, like that. And the prize pool for this was about 200,000 for 100,000 each for university category and the school category. And this also have a special achievement next to Lenovo having partnership with Lenovo, is that we got a knowledge session from a USA indie game studio called Timeless Token, which did an interesting session where we picked the participant to ask him more questions about what they're thinking about the industry. So these are 16 out of 30 submissions we got. You can watch them in our YouTube channel, and you can play them in if you visit exe.levelstair.com, you can see all the 30 submissions, and you can start playing them. And we were at Play Expo, and now we are at LKGDC. So regarding the studio, so we wanted to make a small positive impact for our own community. So that is, we are bringing 2 open source games, which the alpha version is released on itch.io. And the first one is the Arborvale, a Unity 6 3D game, which is with a blinded cozy nightmare. So it's more inspiration from Minecraft, but we are not aiming that big. And Liar Liar, Whisper Me a Betrayal is a Godot-based 2D game, which is inspired from a live service game that was taken down by Noodle Cake called Blockheads. So, and we also got inspiration from Among Us. So it's a solo version is peaceful, but in multiplayer there are roles. Your main target is to betray your friend. So this is the art style we are currently searching for. And Arborville is specifically is something that we try different mechanics and try it out and see how this goes. For example, for terrain generations, we are using Perlin noise functions. So like that we are trying to see. Then also we got inspiration for this from one of the developers here. I think it's called, okay to say the name is Kasul Muranga here, right? So he has made a game called Prasino. So he has a mechanic for the game where when you plant trees, more oxygen expansion it is. So in our world, it's not only thing is you have to research plants, and the plants give you random seeds, and from that seeds you have to grow them and plant them and expand the area. Then more you expand, more animal you find and more new feature plants you find. But that alone is a bit boring. So we had a mechanic called anti-plants. So what that does is, similar to Plants vs Zombies, it attacks you. It means it tries to kill you. And we have to cage them by cutting down trees, which will shrink the oxygen expansion. So it's more of a trade war between how beautiful you need to be your garden and how to survive in an area. And finally, I like to end my session here. And first, again, thank you all for being part of the inaugural starting of the Lanka Game Developers Conference. And I'm signing off now, moving on to the most valuable keynotes of this area. Thank you.